I do think in a lot of ways that playing in a festival setting, elevates. The competition is harder, I think, because there's so many bands and there's so many. Not everybody's there to see you. When you're, for example, if you're headlining your own tour, if you're out with a couple bands, the chances of, you being on tour with a band that kind of has a similar fan base or a fan base that you think you can reach. I think that there's still a level of desire to perform at your best.
Let's talk about getting your record deal. What were your feelings when you got a few refusals in the beginning?
Well, we had a really tough time getting a record deal. I think we were refused by every label
known to man
in the universe.
We even created our own label and
didn't sign ourselves.
Yeah. Do you remember your audition?
Do I remember my audition?
Yeah.
I remember my auditions.
Several ones.
I would say that's. I understand now that I'm in the band and I've been with these guys for the last 11 years. Like, I get it. I understand. No one's really changed in the sense that these guys take what they're doing very seriously, and so yeah, I remember getting a call from a friend of mine who used to represent an old band of mine, saying that there was this great young group of guys that had this really great sound, and all they needed was that voice that was going to help them complete the puzzle. And I had never really auditioned. The only time I'd ever auditioned to be in a band was when I was like 14, and so from 14 to 23, I had never auditioned. I was always the person that people were coming to audition for, and so it was a different experience for me, because in my mind, I was like doing these guys a favor, and I wasn't the one who called them. They were calling me, and so it was strange for me to think of it as me doing an audition, because I didn't go seek them out, which was the interesting thing. So when I got there and turned over the tape, I had my vocals on it. Everybody liked it. We seemed to get along pretty well, even though we were strangers, and I got to watch some other people do their auditions, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, do you remember when Chester did his audition, there was another guy, because we had a little practice room in Hollywood, and we didn't have like a waiting area or anything, so you had to come into the actual practice studio, and the guy that was going after Chester was inside the studio while we auditioned Chester to see. We
were already rehearsing at this point.
Yeah.
I'd already been basically learning the set. We were writing together. But they had already had all these appointments with these other people, so they were going to do the fair thing and make sure everybody that they had made appointments with got the appointment, and that way they could make the most educated decision they could, which I understand. But here I am, going like, what are you guys even calling people for? So it was pretty funny, yeah. So.
Which we have lyrics for all that. It's tucked underneath your scat one, but I kind of like the idea of leaving the scat one in too.
Yeah, you know what, that'd be cool because it kind of sounds like words, and if it's back like a gang, it'll sound cool. It'll actually sound like a crowd.
Oh, because of the style of the vocal and when I recorded it, I was like, oh, it sounds like Paige from Helmet.
Totally.
So we called him, and he said, okay, I'm coming in. And so he's coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't know if he'll sing tomorrow, but at the very least we'll play it for him tomorrow and talk to him. He says, Brad, Paige says he can be here at noon.
Great.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, fast too. I was like, wow.
That's awesome about rock guys.
Yeah, right?
They're just like, oh yeah, you want to do something cool? Let's do it tomorrow. And then they show up, and they're like, cool, and they hang out, and they're smart.
Let's sing a song though.
Yep.
There's already one out there. Let me have this.
You can have that.
Let me have this one.
You have that one, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, can I have this one?
You can have that.
Okay. Thanks so much, Chester. I really appreciate it, dude.
Your word obeyed, my debt repaid, our trust betrayed, all for nothing, all for nothing.
I couldn't quite tell. Did you get all the words?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're gonna double it.
One, two, three, four. You say! You say! Your word! Obey! My debt! Repay! Our trust! Betray! All for nothing! All for nothing!
Fantastic. Come on in. Maybe just do the. Actually.